relationships, there is one weakness that I have seen literally with almost 100% of the people that I've met with since starting my life coaching practice in 2007. This one weakness really gets everybody. Most of the clients that I have seen, most of my friends, most of my family, so many people struggle with this one thing. And we're going to get into it. Hi, I'm life and relationship coach Annalisa O'Toole, and I have been helping people on life's path and in their relationships since 2007. So the one thing that is the biggest weakness most people have in any aspect of relationships, whether it's at work, in their family, but most importantly, in a love relationship, married or not, it is the weakness or the full-on disability to establish and express their personal boundaries. I know boundaries is a huge buzzword among life coaching and counselors, but what I like to consider boundaries really are is actually your innate preferences, the things that you like, the things you don't like. In dating, we call these red flags, things to look out for, green flags, things you love, deal breakers. These are all forms of your preferences. And here's the bottom line in positive flowing relationships: meeting each other's needs. How does that even happen? Well, you have to express what your needs are. Sometimes that doesn't come across in the most healthy way. Most of the time, we fail at communicating our boundaries. Either we're too abrupt, too direct, too commanding, too demanding, or we're soft and sweet and our partners are either dismissive, detour, change the subject, get defensive because they feel criticized. So how do we handle this? How do we, one, figure out what our preferences, our boundaries are, and two, how do we convey that to our partners, and three, what do we do if we feel like we have shared what our boundaries and preferences are to blue in the face and they aren't meeting your needs? So there's two parts to this. One, determining what your preferences are, and two, learning to express them in a loving, healthy way, and three, what to do when they meet those needs. Those are just as important as what to do if your partner is not stepping up and meeting your needs and preferences. Here's a great little tool to determine with clarity what your most important needs are in your relationship. And let me stop right here and just tell you that in my couples course, I have 48 lessons on how to have a positive flowing relationship, and expressing your needs is one of those lessons. More about that later. So take a piece of paper and number it. Go all the way down, I don't know, as long as the page, and start every single sentence with this right here. I like it when blank, and keep going. I like it when you bring me flowers. I like it when we spend quality time together. I like it when you spend a long time with foreplay. I like it when you tell me that I look nice. I like it when you cook my favorite meal. I like it when you include me on your day off in some kind of a plan and you initiate the plan. Do you see where I'm going? Fill this list until you can't think of any more, right? This is sharing your preferences. Now, it isn't just what you want your partner to do for you. Also include things about the domestic responsibilities. I like it when we can talk about sharing the responsibilities and we both follow through on our commitments. I like it when we decide together who is paying what and it works out without a fight. I like it when we share balanced time, keeping the kids so the other one of us can have our personal time and space, whether it's gym or out with a friend. So you put preferences not just about what you need to receive back, but how you like to run your home, how you like to manage your kids and your affairs and your bills. And so it's a lot of things. And just keep writing it. I like it when. I like it if. I love it when. I love it if. And keep this list going until you can't think of any more. And then you share it with them and have them share their list with you. Isn't it funny that to be extremely healthy, they want us to go have a checkup? For our cars to run smoothly and the best, we have to take it in and have a tune-up, right? We have to change the oil. But before we change the oil, we have to look at the oil. We have to evaluate if it's dirty or not, right? We need to do the same thing with relationships. We need to evaluate where we are and see what we need. And you know what we need most? We need to learn how to share with our partner what our needs are. And then learn how to receive their needs and meet each other's needs. Nurture each other's preferences. Now, here's what's really important to do when you share each other's lists. You know what you do? When they do something you love, you tell them thank you. You make sure they feel your gratitude. You make sure you love up on them because you felt so loved and so much joy around whatever it was they did for you. Expressing your gratitude and thankfulness and appreciation is huge, especially if your partner's love language is words of affirmation. Now, the big issue, what to do when your partner decides not to meet your needs on a regular, consistent basis. The reason I say that is because if you go to the life coach for couples counseling, like me, you might go, okay, so we need to do this. So it lasts about a week or two, and then guess what? You fall off the train again for consistently meeting your partner's needs. This is huge. It is the number one foundational tactic or action or behavior that you need to engage in to keep that relationship strong. I would say that while communication and understanding each other is super important, probably number one, meeting each other's needs is number two. And the reason they're in this order is because you have to communicate your needs in the first place and be able to feel safe and trust that your partner is not going to get mad because you're just telling them your preference from your heart. So I hope that you and your partner will share your preferences, learn how to set healthy boundaries, meet each other's needs, and step up to have a flowing, positive relationship. Remember, it's up to you to make it a great and positive day.